Have you ever wondered if some of your daily habits, those small, seemingly harmless routines, could actually be hurting your brain without you even realizing it? Most of us pay attention to big warning signs, but it's the quiet, everyday actions that often do the most damage over time. Hello and welcome back to Senior Health, the channel dedicated to empowering older adults with science-backed advice to live healthier, sharper, and more vibrant lives. Today, we're diving into 3 common habits many seniors engage in daily without knowing they may be quietly harming their brains. These aren't obvious dangers, they're subtle, and that's what makes them so tricky. But once you know what they are, you can make small changes that can protect your memory, mood, and even reduce your risk of cognitive decline. Let's uncover the first hidden habit, one that many seniors underestimate. Let's start with something so basic it's often overlooked: not drinking enough water. Chronic dehydration is more common among seniors than you might think. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. That means older adults might not feel thirsty even when their bodies and brains are crying out for hydration. According to the National Institutes of Health, even mild dehydration can lead to confusion, fatigue, and slower thinking in seniors. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that adults over 60 who were even slightly dehydrated performed worse on memory and attention tests. But why is water so crucial for brain health? Your brain is about 75% water. Without proper hydration, it struggles to carry out essential functions like delivering nutrients, removing waste, and regulating temperature. Dehydration can also shrink brain tissue, leading to cognitive fog and slower reflexes. And it doesn't take much. Just a 1 to 2% decrease in hydration levels can impair mental performance. Over time, this chronic, low-level dehydration might even contribute to long-term cognitive decline. Dr. Lisa Mosconi, neuroscientist and author of Brain Food, emphasizes that hydration is one of the simplest, most powerful ways to keep your brain in top shape as you age. What can you do? Keep a reusable water bottle within reach. Flavor your water with lemon or cucumber if plain water feels boring. Track your intake. Aim for 6 to 8 cups a day unless otherwise advised by your doctor. Staying hydrated isn't just good for your body, it's fuel for your brain. The next quiet culprit might be sitting right in your living room. Too much passive screen time, especially watching TV for hours on end. It sounds harmless. What's wrong with relaxing and enjoying your favorite show? But research increasingly shows that excessive passive entertainment can actually slow down cognitive function in older adults. In a large-scale study by University College London, researchers followed over 3,500 adults aged 50 and older for more than 6 years. The results were eye-opening. Those who watched more than 3.5 hours of TV daily experienced a measurable decline in verbal memory, worse than those who watched less. Why does this happen? Unlike engaging activities such as reading, puzzles, or conversation, passive TV watching requires very little brain effort. The mind goes into a sort of low-energy standby mode. Over time, this lack of stimulation can reduce neural connections, especially in areas responsible for memory and processing speed. Dr. Daisy Fancourt, the lead author of the study, explains, "It's not just about the time spent in front of the screen, it's about what you're not doing during that time. You're missing opportunities for mental stimulation, physical movement, and social interaction." So how can you enjoy TV without letting it dull your brain? 1. Set time limits. Try to limit passive watching to no more than 2 hours per day. 2. Make it active. Watch documentaries or shows that encourage critical thinking and discussion. And 3. Balance with brain-healthy habits. For every hour of TV, spend at least 30 minutes doing something mentally or physically engaging, like a walk, a phone call with a friend, or a crossword puzzle. TV isn't the enemy, but how we use it makes all the difference.
The third habit that often flies under the radar, yet can be incredibly damaging to the aging brain, is social isolation. It's a quiet force. It doesn't cause immediate pain, but over time, loneliness and a lack of meaningful social interaction can do real harm to cognitive function. In fact, a 2020 study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that seniors who felt socially isolated had a 26% higher risk of developing dementia. Why is that? The human brain is wired for connection. Social interaction stimulates multiple areas of the brain simultaneously: language, memory, emotion, and attention. When seniors spend too much time alone, those circuits don't get the workout they need. Over time, this underuse can contribute to memory loss, mental fog, and even structural brain changes. Dr. Gillian Holt-Lundstad, a leading researcher in social neuroscience, explains loneliness can be just as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Even more troubling, social isolation is linked not only to cognitive decline, but also to higher risks of depression, anxiety, and even early death. But the good news is this: social connection doesn't have to mean a full calendar or loud parties. Here's what can help. Daily check-ins. A simple phone or video call to a friend or family member can lift your mood and sharpen your mind. Join a group. Community centers often offer book clubs, walking groups, or exercise classes tailored for seniors. Volunteer. Helping others not only builds bonds, it gives a strong sense of purpose. And if you're a caregiver or loved one of a senior, check in often. Sometimes a small conversation can make a big difference. Our brains need people. Even a little connection goes a long way.
Let's quickly recap. 3 everyday habits may be silently harming your brain as you age. 1. Chronic dehydration. Even mild fluid loss can slow down thinking, dull memory, and shrink brain tissue. 2. Too much passive screen time, especially hours of unengaged TV watching, can weaken memory and reduce mental agility. 3. Social isolation. Being alone too often can raise your risk of dementia, depression, and even shorten your lifespan. The best part? Each of these risks is completely manageable. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to make small, consistent changes. Drink water regularly. Keep your mind stimulated with more than just the remote. And make time, even just a few minutes a day, to connect with someone. Caring for your brain is like tending a garden. The seeds you plant daily, through habits and choices, grow into the clarity, vitality, and sharpness you'll enjoy tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching today's episode of Senior Health. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more empowering, brain-boosting content to seniors everywhere. Stay sharp, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video.